Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is what I'm gonna call Nick at Night, where we're basically gonna go ahead and dive into today of how to create a e-commerce advertorial. I personally love to have a nice little glass of wine when I do my research and everything like that. So I'm sipping on a nice little red cab, and we're gonna get started today, and we're gonna dive into exactly step-by-step of how to create a e-commerce advertorial. And then while we do that e-commerce advertorial, I'm gonna pick a product and actually live create one with you guys. So with that being said, if you just wanna sit back, relax, maybe you wanna sip on something too, maybe you don't, maybe make some tea or something like that. And let's dive into this, and hope you'll enjoy. So this is what I call my advertorial playbook. I've already posted a video about this a while back on the channel. The only problem was that I know a couple people I mentioned was that, I was using it more for like a service-based business. And, today I'll be showing you how to exactly do one for a e-commerce product specifically. Now, if you don't know what an advertorial is, long story short, it's something like this. This is not, I don't own this page. I didn't create this page, but just to give you guys a kind of visual of what it is, it's intended to look like it's coming from a third-party news publishing site. So it looks just like one of the many articles that your audience clicks on. And then it tells a story, and then it kind of goes into slowly pushing people to the product specifically. So we're gonna be going into today and showing you how you can set this up inside of your account. And you may or may not have watched my VSL training yet. It's extremely similar. The only difference between a VSL and an advertorial is one's a video, one's a text. So if you already have a couple of VSLs that's working really well, you can literally just take that script from that and just throw it up on a landing page, and then boom, you're good. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna kind of pop open my advertorial playbook, and we're gonna kind of dive into this and kind of start showing y'all. So the first things first, this is kind of like what an ad would look like for this. This one's almost a little too camouflage, to be fair here. So, but essentially you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna create something where you may wanna use a third-party news website that you create. You create a brand new Facebook page, a brand new, domain, all of that good thing, and make it look completely separate to what you are going after. And this is really good for our unaware markets, the markets where there's a lot of convincing that needs to happen and convincing people they have a problem. Unaware market is more convincing people they have a problem. So, if we have a product like a t-shirt, for example, or we have a bottle of wine, for example, I'm not gonna go create an advertorial for this. This is more specifically for those who are a little further away from the awareness of that product in their life. So that's the first one. Next thing is that with an advertorial, a lot of the ads we create are going to be substantially shorter, because basically what's going to happen here is instead of focusing on an ad to do all the selling and then a landing page, we're going to do a very, very short ad and then send people over to a landing page. And for this, I already kind of showed off, same thing for the VSL is the same thing for the advertorial. Typically higher AOV products, supplements have worked extremely well with advertorial, more complex products that need a little bit more explaining, all of those good things right there. And then for us, what we're gonna be doing is driving that ad to that landing page, except instead of a VSL, it's gonna be an advertorial. And then we're gonna send people over to the product page from that advertorial page. And we're gonna be leveraging the same pixel on both. So that way you can get all of your data inside of your account. Just make sure if you're using something like TripleWell or Hyros or something like that, understand that you're gonna need to copy over that code from Hyros or something to that landing page as well with the advertorial on it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Just like the VSL training, we're gonna do the research, we're gonna write our hook, and then we're gonna write our advertorial. Then we're gonna write the ads for the advertorial. And then starting off with the hook, we're gonna start off with everything we've always done, which is awareness, desire, and sophistication. Now, I'm gonna do things a little different than the VSL one. I'm actually gonna live create an advertorial with y'all today. So that way I can just make this different, because honestly, again, it's exactly the same as the VSL, just the only difference is it's a text instead of a VSL. So just to keep things different and refreshing for the channel, we're actually going to do this live together and go create one ourselves. So I just pulled up this random product online I have no clue what this product is. I just want to go find the product page though. And the reason I want to find the product page is because I want to kind of cheat a little bit here and copy over some of this into Claude. So this product apparently is for gut health, bloating, immunity, skin and hair, contains 400 bioactive ingredients, potent and bioavailable. Okay, so apparently the big one right here is gut health, bloating, immunity, and skin care. So these are big things right here for this particular product. Let's kind of go a little bit more and just kind of see. I'm gonna actually leverage a little bit of AI just to make this a little bit quicker, because I don't want to have to spend too long on top of, like doing all the research and trying to figure all this out for the first time, just because, I still want to keep this a simple video for y'all. There's a lot we have to cover here. So, okay, big thing, skin health, feel good, energy level, stomach health, taste, mixability. I really like skin health. That's a big one for me. What I'm going to do here is copy all of this, Control C, paste that into Claude. Can you tell me the main buying motive of my product? Boom. We're going to be very lazy with this today. But just to show y'all also too, other ways y'all can leverage Claude, all of those good things. I also want to try to see if I can copy more of this into here as well. Skin health, primary motive. All right, I'm just gonna paste all this in here. Perfect. Let me actually split this. Okay, key features, no sugar, no oils. Basically, I'm just giving a whole bunch of information that I'm gonna put in this Google Doc right here. And then once I get all of this information, I'm then gonna use Claude to help me identify the key things here. I'm basically just trying to copy everything I can. All right, and then now let's copy some reviews. I'm just gonna go and download this PDF. I'm just gonna exit out of that right there. And then next thing I'm gonna do is just go to Claude, and I'm just gonna upload this like that. And then I'm basically just gonna be, here is more information based on my product. Please analyze. All right, so a lot of people are liking this. Let's do, based off all of this info from my product, what are the 3 main angles that will deliver the best results? Hair growth, that's a big one right here. Skin improvement, reduced bloating. Results are visible and photographable. Okay, 400 plus bioactive compounds. Okay, cool. So we're starting to get some stuff here around this product. Main thing here, again, I don't do this all the time, but when I need to almost like hack my way to quickly train Claude up on a product, I'll just like copy a bunch of stuff from the Amazon page, copy a bunch of stuff from the product page itself, and then from there, now I kind of trained up the Claude itself. Because again, I need to understand what I'm gonna write about before I can actually write the advertorial itself. So this is where I'm starting to understand now kind of the key things of why people are focusing on. And I really like hair growth and thickness. That's a big one right there. That's a good one. And especially too, because it seems like this product, let's see, in short, let's do in short. How does this product help? There we go. Help with hair growth. I really want to see this. Okay, 73 thicker hair. Okay. Supports the body's natural barriers, helps improve nutrient absorption needed for hair growth. Contains over 400 functional bioactive nutrients. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's a natural barrier here. So what I like to start asking myself now is, for this particular advertorial itself, let's kind of go back to understanding, and this could be advertorial script flow. We need to understand the stages of market awareness. And for me, typically a advertorial, we're focusing more on an unaware market. We're not really focusing on a problem aware, solution aware, product aware market. It's more of a, what I would say, unaware market. And unaware people, these are people that are literally, they don't really have necessarily a problem or something right now, but more so case a bigger, like they're unaware to the product itself, but they still get called into certain big wins. So like, for example, I posted a video on my YouTube channel when I bought my Lamborghini Urus, and it was like how I bought a Lamborghini Urus with Facebook ads. And then I showed buying the vehicle. And then I showcase how much it costs. Then I showcase you need a business that can allow you to afford that. Then I went into how I can help you start and scale a Facebook ads agency. So you may have not been already looking for starting and scaling a Facebook ads agency, so you were unaware to that particular product right there. So to leverage something that was a universal big win, and that was buying that particular vehicle right there. So for me, advertorials are going to be more on that unaware market awareness. So if you don't really know what market awareness and all that is yet, I highly recommend going in the channel. I have the 4-part series of advanced Facebook ads guide where I go into desires, market awareness, sophistication, all that good stuff, so you can understand how it's leveraged in these things right there. So I know I want to kind of go after a unaware market for this particular product right here, because again, that's the whole reason why I'm writing this advertorial right now. So for me, I know if I want to go after a unaware market, I need to start looking at the benefit of the benefit. So the performance of the product is going to be hair growth and thickness. That's what the product does. But what is the benefit to the consumer? That's what we need to start looking at. And that's going to be something like confidence. That's going to be more, higher level thing. So if a girl gets, because again, I think this is more marketing to women right here. It's what does the thicker hair mean to the woman? If that gives her confidence to do what? And that's where we start looking at the benefit of the benefit. So like, for example, confidence, what is the benefit of confidence to a woman in her mid-20s? There we go. Now, this is where I would really focus more on the research aspect. I don't really like leveraging just Claude and asking Claude these questions. These are the questions I like to ask myself while I'm doing the research. So that way I could start going ahead and start identifying these things for myself. Now, I really like 2 of them, dating relationships and career advancement. So these are all like, probably these 2 specifically, these could be 2 separate advertorials right here. So stand out on dating apps with thicker, healthier hair, feel more attractive during first dates, post photos confidently on social media, make strong first impressions. I would say these 3 right here can all be separate advertorials with starting off with that thing. So let's see, what are 10 big promise hooks around, stay on them, thicker, healthy hair. So now I want to start looking at different hooks we can leverage with this. Tired of being ghosted, a secret weapon that made 79% of more women swipe right worthy isn't just another filter. While other girls are buying extensions for their dating profiles, this natural solution, my hair so thick, matches from left on red to when are you free, how boosting your hair off could be the dating app hack you never knew you needed. My matches doubled after 2 months. The unexpected confident boost that's changing the dating game for women in city name. I really like this one, and I really like this one right here. I really like this one because it goes tired of being ghosted. This is a really good one. Tired of being ghosted. The secret weapon that made 79% of women more swipe right worthy isn't another filter. And then I could go into the problem of, like hair health and hair thinning. And then I can go more to the solution, which is you need to redo your body's natural, I forgot what it said, like natural lining or something like that. Natural barriers right there. So this is good. This is starting to give us something that we can actually start to leverage. I mean, if you look at this, this looks like something that you would see as an article online. And yeah, I'm just going to start rolling with that. So that's going to be the hook. So hook, problem. So it's going to be hair growth and thickness. Let's say it is hair thinning. This is a good example of what an advertorial looks like right here as well. All right, so now I'm just kind of basically just giving the prompt for the advertorial now. And what I'm doing is, again, you don't want to be the person that's just like, hey, write me an advertorial, boom. I like to pick out the key things that stick out to me that I can, hey, I want you to follow this flow. I want to do as much high level thinking as I can. And then that way there's less high level thinking Claude has to do. So it's going to give me a much better output. And then from there, it's going to be more focusing on how do we stitch together? Because the stitching together, that's the part that is just more creative thinking of different ways to say things. So if I can do the high level thinking, Claude can do the speed of the creative kind of stitching together in that sense right there. All right. So we're starting off with kind of that unaware, I would say this is more like unaware, a symptom of being ghosted. Then we kind of call off like basically what they want. If they're being ghosted right now, what do they want? Then transition to the problem of hair thing, how it's affecting her confidence, how it's affecting her ability to get swipes on dating profile. Now introduce the solution, then call out how our product does that. Our product does that. Highlight key testimonials. For our product. And I'm actually going to use this real website. This is not a client of mine, by the way. This is just a random thing I found on Amazon. Trialrumor.com. Tell me she found it on trialrumor.com. Last time she checked, it was out of stock, but she just got a notification that's restocking soon. Okay, let's take a look at this. So I'm definitely going to repeat. I'm going to change the hook to what we originally had. I used to spend hours crafting a perfect dating profile, perfect lighting, perfect angles, perfect filter. Yet somehow I still found myself staring at conversations that went nowhere and matches that fading to digital apps. But it wasn't just about being ghosted. It was about what I saw every time I opened my front-facing camera. Thinning hair that made me feel less and less confident with each passing day. No matter how many new profile pictures I took, I couldn't hide that was becoming my biggest insecurity. At 26, I couldn't understand why my once thick hair was becoming so lifeless. Each morning, more strands on my pillow. Each shower, more clumps. Okay, so this is good. I'm just gonna do one key thing real quick, and we're gonna do something here. I want to just find a girl talking. That's all I want to do.
If you've noticed hair thinning on right away, vitamins and supplements such as the B vitamins, zinc, vitamin D, iron.
Okay, I'm gonna do, she's a doctor.
At least 40% of treatment is going to be one that causes a longer hair growth phase.
This is good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to TikTok downloader. Trust me, check this out. Download MP3. I'm just gonna exit out on that. That's all fake stuff. I'm gonna go to Cockatoo real quick. I'm gonna upload this, view transcripts. Give it a second. All right, cool. All right, so what I'm doing now is I like to almost program Claude to just like, here's how a human fucking talks. And more specifically, here's how like one of my target customers talks. Because if Claude understands how they talk, it's gonna give me a better script. And then basically, I'm just gonna say, yes, it's already asking me if I wanna revise. I'm just gonna put yes. And I just wanna kind of see what will happen here. I don't use it all the time in terms of like exactly what they gave me, then boom. And I think they did exactly what I didn't want to happen. So that actually is a good one. I could save this. Please still keep the angle of dating apps. All right, awesome, cool. So this will be good, and we'll tweak it a little bit more once we actually get to actually setting up the advertorial and stuff. But now that we have the advertorial written, let's just kind of recap here. So we got the advertorial written, and again, more of the selling is gonna be happening on the advertorial page. We're gonna be starting off with a short ad to get the click, to get people to read that article. Once people read that article, then boom. So here we're gonna start kind of keep pushing a little bit further. So we got our hook, we wrote our advertorial, and then now we want to start digging deeper into the next steps. So this is all done. We already did this. Ads for the advertorial. So the next key thing here is actually writing the ads for the advertorial. This is more specifically now, okay, you wrote the advertorial. Now, what do you need to say to get someone to click? So let's just let's do the lazy way. All right, and let's see what happens here. Oh, this is a good one. Why do men keep ghosting after asking for more photos? As a 26-year-old who was losing her dating confidence, I discovered something weird about why some girls get all their quality matches. Sharing my full story here. This hair hack has secretly been trending in, New York dating apps. 77% of women are seeing better matches after trying this. So long story short, the key thing here is that same thing I did in the VSL. And same thing we're doing here is that the ad is short. The ad is not selling the product. The ad is selling the idea, the story that we want people to read. You change your mindset from how do I get people to click on this advertorial, or how do I get people to buy this product, to how do I get people to click on this advertorial. That's what you want to change from. And these are pretty good. I actually do like these. I wouldn't say they're perfect, but again, just because I already know this video is getting pretty long and we still have a lot more to do. So we have some ads here, we have our advertorial. Now, how do we stitch it all together? So that's what we're gonna do next. Basically here, you can choose a couple different tools to build advertorials. You can do Replo, ClickFunnels, Pagefly, whatever page builder you want. It's a very relatively simple and easy page to build. So just be very transparent with that. Now, next you wanna pick a domain name. So the key thing with advertorials is that they're more to be seen as third-party news websites. So they're not really going to be seen as like something you have on your website unless you're doing like a listicle, for example. And you want to make them sound like official blogs, specifically themed Instagram profiles like Wealth, Millionaire Mentor, Tuned in Tokyo. Like they're themed blogs around your particular customer right there. And you can also even do something like the Arizona Insider if like you want to do something more local, if you're doing like a service-based business or something like that. And then here, you just want to simply pick your domain, make sure there's no domain or business with that name already before you buy it. And then I like to buy with GoDaddy, but you can also use Namecheap. Namecheap is also like cheaper than GoDaddy. And then from here, just sync it up to Cloudflare if you're going to leverage something like ClickFunnels, for example. And then you want to connect your ClickFunnels or desired funnel software. Again, it doesn't matter whether you use ClickFunnels or not. I just personally like it because I've been using it for over 10 years. That was the first like landing page software back in the day that I got exposed to. So I just personally like it. But again, no problem at all with using anything else. The main story and the main content is what's going to do the selling, not whether you use Replo or Funnelish or PageDeck or any of these. So again, whatever you personally want to use. Now, next thing is we're going to create a new Facebook page, the same as the domain. So for example, we bought the ArizonaInsider.com, and then we also would make the page the Arizona Insider. Now, a couple other things I like to do is I like to go to Shutterstock, and like, for example, we purchased the Arizona Insider. So I could do like AI for Arizona Insider. And then what I'll do is I'm going to do AI logo. And then I'm going to do, I want to say it is vectors. And no, I don't want to buy. There we go. So here I'll just do like a vector and I'll type in like the two letters that I want. So let's just say, for example, if it's like NT logo, NT just, Nick Theriot. I'm not going to do all images. I'm going to do vectors. And this is literally just going to give me like a ton of vectors from like Shutterstock and stuff like that I can then go purchase and then use as my couple things. There's going to be your Facebook logo. So for example, here, Facebook logo. It's going to be your website logo. You want to try to camouflage this as much as possible, that it's not an ad and that you're an actual official looking page and stuff like that. Cool. I'm just going to kind of skip that because everyone knows how to purchase a domain. Everyone knows how to purchase something from, like Shutterstock and all that good stuff right there. And then also another thing that's not here. Yeah, I don't have this on here, but for the Facebook page, you also want to add a header photo. So also add a header photo related to the niche. You can also find a cool header photo from, Shutterstock and all that good stuff right there. Now, also another thing, like don't be the person that uses a name like, if you're selling a cleaning product, thecleaningproduct.com, like don't be that lazy. Actually have some time and think about that domain name, page name, all that good stuff. Now we're actually going to start diving into the actual like build out of the thing. So I actually have a template right here that I'm just going to add to a funnel real quick. And we're just going to create a new funnel inside of ClickFunnels. I'll drop the link here. If anyone's using this for ClickFunnels, I'll drop the link here, but it's a very simple, what I would say, template here. So we're going to edit the page. And like I said, I already have it rocked and rolling for y'all. So let's go over here. And first thing we're going to do is install the Facebook pixel code, the triple L pixel code. All you're going to do is settings, tracking code, and then you can type in the Facebook pixel code and the triple L code if you're using triple L. Also too, if you want to use Hotjar is also a really cool app for understanding analytics and stuff like that. And this is, like I said, this is going to allow you to still see all of your data. Like I see a lot of people are like, well, Nick, if you create a separate landing page, you won't keep your data from your like Facebook ads and stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yes, of course you will. So as long as you do that correctly, you'll be fine. I just want to be very clear on that right there. Now we actually want to start building this out. So we are going to start, I don't really technically have a name for this, but we're going to start fixing all this up. And you're going to notice here how I have everything that makes it look like a news site. It looks like a news article, and that's what we want. Since actually we are still technically in skincare, I'm just going to do skincare. Well, actually, technically it's hair care. Oh, I hate when you can't do this. Okay, hair care. Let's do hair care. Let's do thinning and then trending today. Boom, boom, boom. And then here we go. And then here we actually can go and start copying over some of our stuff that we actually built out. Let me find, where's my good hook? I really like that hook. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna leave it like this. Ooh, tired of being ghosted. The secret after I made 75% of women more swipe right worthy isn't another filter. I also don't like hair care now because I do forget that we are focusing more on like dating. We'll do dating or maybe relationships, and then let's do dating apps. There we go, trending today. Tired of being ghosted. Secret after I made 79% more swipe worthy isn't just another filter. We'll do this as December 28th, 2024. Now here we do need a good header photo. Obviously, I just want to keep this. I want to keep this simple. I do not endorse stealing people's photos like this. I'm literally just doing this really quick just for the sake of this video. I'm gonna upload that. It is even the worst. The worst. I'm literally gonna keep it like that with the stuff on it. Cool. Add image. There we go. Now, here is where we're going to add in our story. So I'm just going to pretty much delete all that. And before I delete that, I actually don't care for the one that we added the extra like stuff with like more information. I just feel like it didn't turn out well. So I'm actually going to just copy this. All right, I'm gonna delete that and I'm gonna paste this in here. Now, this right here is arguably different for everyone, but me personally, I feel like it's a lot easier to just kind of go through this and double space each sentence. I personally feel like it's easier to read things, and you know, it's just kind of how a lot of social media text is. So I personally like to do this. You don't necessarily have to do it, and you can also split test with that. But basically, long story short, I'll go ahead in and I'll post, I'll pull basically all of this in here. And then this will basically be the bulk of my advertorial here. Now, a couple other things is that you're probably gonna be thinking, Nick, this is just a lot of text. And I agree. And this is where I would spend just a little bit more time just adding in a couple more photos inside of here. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a ton of photos. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a ton of like heavy design, to be fair. But let's just look at like this one right here. What are some of the key things they use in here? They break up the text. They use different text formats and stuff. And that's also what I use right here. I even showcase formatting, your headline, your subheadline, section titles, capitalize and underline to show significant words, make reading easier, hang readers on to leave them wanting more, bullet points. Like all of these good things right here are various things we use to continue to, what I would say, just improve the readability. And that's like one thing that's, you know, we like to leverage right there to kind of help out with that. All right, almost done with this. I don't even know why I'm finishing this, but I do want to show y'all the rest. So, you know, let's just kind of like bring this up a little bit better. Boom. I don't want y'all to spend time just on this. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to remove that because there we go. Cool. And then the check availability, this is where we want to send people to that website. And this will obviously be like your website right here. Save. And then there we go. It's done. I just need to change some other stuff right here. This will be try Arma. There we go. Cool. So we can see real quick here how like literally this feels like a news article. And this is something that you can even do is study more news articles as well, just to further understand for yourself how that news article looks. And let's just kind of take a look at this real quick. 'cause this is the mobile version of what it looked like mobile. Tired of being ghosted, the secret weapon. In fact, actually, you know what? Let's preview this. Let's look at it like this. Inspect. And there we go. We own that iPhone 14 Pro Max. Tired of being ghosted, the secret weapon that made 79% of women more swipe right worthy isn't another filter. I used to spend hours crafting the perfect dating profile, perfect lighting, perfect English, yet somehow I still found myself starting a conversation that went nowhere. Blah, 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 blah. Dating apps. Then I stumbled across something interesting while doom scrolling late that night. It wasn't about hair products or expensive and treatments. Oh, wait, hold up. This is how, so this is introducing the insecurity of the thinning hair. Then this is going more into the solution, which that's when I stumbled across something interesting while doom scrolling through late night health articles. It wasn't about hair products or expensive treatments. Instead, it was about something called the mucosal barrier, essentially your body's internal shield that helps absorb nutrients. Enter aroma colostrum. I'll be honest, I skipped that first. A supplement for my hair, blah, 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 blah. The results after 2 months, my hairdresser was the first to notice. Thicker, healthier. Your hair feels so different. Thicker hair for blah, blah, blah. Testimonials. Now I think I know you're wondering the same questions. Does it really work? Clinical results for themselves. Is it safe? I found aroma on blah, blah, blah. If you're tired of filters, ready for, all right, cool. And then check availability, and then it sends people over here. So this is how to create an advertorial. Now, that's it. Like, that's all you got to do. As far as like actually launching this and from a testing perspective, again, we treat it the same way as like a VSL, for example. So for us, it's, number one, we're going to get the completed advertorial, which is done. So like for me, let me just go back real quick. Here's like my completed URL. Obviously, I would be legit with this and like actually go ahead and pull together the actual like official URL and everything. And then also too, I completely skipped over this part, but this is also something else that I'll be missing. Like maybe like taking this right here and like bolding this. Maybe right here, I do like italics and stuff like that. Let's see right here, I can actually like go ahead and do like a link to the product. And yes, it's okay to link the product as soon as like you start mentioning and stuff like that. There we go. So like I would still go ahead and still complete all of these things right here, which I did not. So just being completely transparent there. But then once I have that official URL, then I'll go ahead and I'll create my 3 to 5 ad concepts. That's going to be 3 to 5 ad concepts purely around getting people to click on that advertorial, which we did go over. Let's see here, right here. So like ad 1, ad 2, ad 3, where it's purely focusing on selling the click. That's all we're focusing on right here. And then that's it. From here, we'll just go ahead and we'll launch these once they're done as new DCTs in our main CBO campaign. And then if you want to know how we actually launch those ads, watch my video, Flexible Ads Ultimate Guide 2024, where I go over step by step of actually how to create those ads or like put those ads in the ad account and let them run. From a testing perspective, so again, this is still from the VSL video, but from a testing perspective on the advertorial, the biggest leverage you're going to have is this image and this text right here. So if you're getting a lot of clicks on the advert, or if you're getting a lot of clicks on the, on the ads, but you're not really getting any sales, then this is where having Hotjar, for example, installed is really good, because having Hotjar will allow you to actually see, are people scrolling and clicking that button to go to the website and buy, or are people just like reading halfway and exiting out? If you're seeing a lot of people like reading a little bit, then exiting out, then that means the story itself needs to be finished. If you're seeing a lot of people that just come to this page and immediately leaving, then there's something wrong with this and you would want to split test this. Long story short, we don't really spend a lot of time tweaking the advertorial too much. We'll just basically create a couple ad concepts, create the advertorial, launch. If it doesn't work, we'll just go ahead and test a whole new one with a whole new angle. As we mentioned, there was a couple different angles we could really hit with this. If we go back up here, let's see. So look younger, wait, hold up. All right, so this was confidence. So for single women in their mid-20s, confidence for better hair means standing out on dating apps. That's one right there. Feel more attractive during first date. That's a whole nother one. Post photos confidently on social media. that's a whole nother one right there. So that's 3 different advertorials we could do right there. So this is just key things right here that I want you guys to take away. And then, like I said, we launched this in the same campaign. There's no reason why you need to launch a different campaign. Should you use your existing winning ads? No, I only use existing winning ads if it's exactly the same ad. Just we want to test a new advertorial exactly around the same angle, just slightly different. That's the only time we'll use an existing winning ad. And it won't be an existing winning ad. It'll just be an existing ad we use for that particular advertorial. But for the most part, it's all new ads that we're launching these advertorials with, because if our existing winning ads does not align with the story, then it makes no sense right there at all to really push. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty straightforward of how to set up advertorials, how to launch them. And I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, drop them below. Happy to answer them for you. Make sure to like button, and subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're interested in me actually coming and doing all the research, writing advertorials, launching advertorials, and do all that for you inside of your Facebook ad account, then click the link below to have Nick Theriot run your Facebook ads. And then if you want me to hop in your account and give you one-on-one feedback of exactly what you're doing wrong and right, then click the link below to have Nick Theriot mentor you. Thank you all so much for watching. We have the rest of y'all day. Peace out.